At 10:50 p.m., a single gunshot echoed through the halls of the Regent Hotel. Inside room 407, James Calloway lay dying, his white dress shirt soaked in blood. His wife, Victoria, stood motionless, a .38 revolver trembling in her manicured hands. Across the room, Elena Carter, the mistress, gasped in horror. The police arrived within minutes, but the question they were about to ask would shake the city to its core. Who pulled the trigger? James and Victoria Calloway were Chicago royalty, wealthy, powerful, and admired by all. Their marriage was built on success, influence, and carefully guarded secrets. But behind the illusion of perfection, James was having an affair. Elena Carter, a young, ambitious marketing executive, had fallen for his charm. She thought she was special. She thought she was different. She was wrong. Victoria knew everything, and she was never a woman who accepted betrayal lightly. James had promised Elena that he would leave his wife, but he never intended to. Bank records showed that just weeks before his death, James was moving assets, ensuring that if he divorced Victoria, she'd get nothing. Victoria, however, was always one step ahead. She hired a private investigator. She knew about the late-night meetings, the whispered phone calls, the weekend getaways, and she wasn't the only one watching. Security footage showed James and Elena arriving at the Regent Hotel at 8 p.m. They checked into room 407, expecting a private, passionate evening. Victoria arrived 2 hours later. She wasn't alone. She had brought Michael Lawson, James' best friend and business partner, a man who had always been protective of her. Witnesses in the hotel lobby remembered how calm she looked as she stepped onto the elevator. What happened next remains a matter of debate. Elena claimed that Victoria burst into the room, gun in hand, and fired without hesitation. Victoria insisted that she only wanted to confront James, but Michael tried to take the gun from her, and in the struggle, it accidentally went off. Michael, he refused to talk. The evidence was contradictory at best. A Victoria's fingerprints were on the gun. A Michael's jacket had gunpowder residue. A James' body showed bruising, suggesting a struggle before the shot. Then, detectives found something chilling. A series of deleted texts between Victoria and Michael. One message, recovered from Michael's phone, read, "He doesn't deserve you. If you want this to end, I'll handle it." Prosecutors painted a story of conspiracy. Victoria and Michael, working together, lured James to the hotel to end things permanently. The defense argued that Michael acted alone, desperate to protect Victoria